Welcome to our weekly essential oil video chat. I wanted to share with you these oils that we're going to be talking about today. They're kind of in groups, and they're ones that are used on a regular basis in our lives and in our homes. And so I'm super excited to share these with you today. First off, we're going to start off with DDR Prime. Now, this is a cellular complex. It's a blend of essential oils that are just fabulous and well known for cellular vitality. They really help our cells be the best that they can be. It has a blend of frankincense, wild orange, lemongrass, thyme, summer savory, clove, and neoli. And so you've got all these wonderful oils in here that have such an affinity for getting rid of cells that are not acting like they should. So damaged cells, mutated cells, cells that are replicating and not dying, cancerous cells. This is what this is for. It really just helps your cells get back to how they're supposed to be. Now, it comes in 3 different ways. It's all the same blend. It's just however you want to have your delivery method. So the first way, and this is my preferred way because I think it's super easy, is going to be, I know my video's here. I'm going to stop my video share for just a minute so you can see this nice and big. The first way is our soft gels. And this has, I believe, between 5 to 8 drops. I don't remember the exact number, but it's a nice, easy to swallow soft gel that has the oil already in it. You swallow it down, you're good to go. And it makes it very, very easy to get your oils down that way. The second way and third way are 2 different bottle sizes. So we've got the bigger, this is a 30 milliliter bottle, and then we've got the 15 milliliter bottle. It's the same blend, just this is twice as big. So it really, and the 15 milliliter is a newer size. You used to only be able to get it in the 30 milliliters. So now it's great that you can get it in the 15 milliliter. It's a little bit more affordable and makes it easy, kind of fits in with all the other bottles that you've got in your collection. So let's get back to the PowerPoint because this has some great information on it. So this is a great blend, not only for that cellular vitality. So if you do have some C word that rhymes with answer or dancer, if you've got those concerns, this is what you want to have this in your daily regimen. Of course, with other changes, this isn't a silver bullet, magical bullet that's going to take care of everything. But adding this in is, they've done tons of research seeing and showing how this essential oil blend reacts to different cancer cells, and it is phenomenal. It really is just amazing. So this also helps with just overall vitality. So even if that's not a concern for you, then it really helps with overall vitality. It helps with gently cleansing out toxins that we shouldn't have in our system. It helps support a healthy inflammatory response. So if you have chronic aches and pains, maybe your body is fighting an infection, this oil blend works great for both of those concerns. I definitely, when my family has been struggling with feeling their best, or maybe fighting a bug or something, I will combine the DDR Prime soft gel along with the On Guard Plus soft gel. And it really just gives that extra oomph to help with our immune response. It's also, again, for inflammation. So if you've got some deep blue, some muscle aches, layer the oil with your deep blue. It is phenomenal. It really is anti-inflammatory and works great. You can take this oil directly, just put make a tea out of it, or put it in your, like in a shot glass. Not my favorite flavor, but you totally can do that. That's why I like the soft gel, or to put drops of the oil in the capsule. You can use this topically, you can't use it, you can use it internally, and you can diffuse it. And it's just a great vitality blend that we all need in our lives. So emotionally, this is the oil of transformation. It really helps us transform on a cellular level. And so when we look into our emotional and energetic selves, we have DNA and messages and trapped things in our DNA that have come through our ancestral lines. And DDR prime really helps us repair those generational burdens that have come through, whether it's maybe a generational feeling of anger, or I'm not enough, or I'm worthless. This oil blend can actually help transform that at the DNA level. So those negative family patterns are transformed and transmuted. It's phenomenal for those purposes. So if you're feeling debilitated, discouraged, toxic, stuck, burdened by family patterns, this is your oil to help you break out of those patterns. Of course, with your favorite emotional release technique, emotional healing techniques, whatever works best for you. When we are using oils for emotional purposes, we typically want to inhale them. So breathing them in, having them in the diffuser, or putting them over the heart. If you do not like a scent for emotional purposes, you can put it on the feet or take it internally, but just breathing it in is going to yield the fastest emotional benefits when we are using the oils for those purposes. The next one we're going to be talking about today is DIgestzen. Now, this is a favorite of mine. This is the oil that showed me that essential oils were different than medication. This is the first oil that really just knocked me off my feet. It was just, it changed my life. It really did. So when I was introduced to essential oils, I had constant acid reflux from a hiatal hernia that developed after my last child. And it had been 3.5 years. I had tried lots of different over-the-counter medications, prescription medications, and nothing really was doing it. And I didn't really want to be on a medication for the rest of my life. And so when I was introduced to oils, I was like, I don't think this is going to do anything. I've been dealing with this for 3.5 years. I don't think it's going to do anything, but hey, what do I have to lose? And I started with my little bottle of DIgestzen, and I would apply it right here. Let me stop sharing for just a second so you can see where I applied it. So I would actually feel the burn right here, right in that soft spot, right? Here's our sternum, right there. That's where I would feel it. And so I would just take my bottle and swab it right there. I did not like the scent at all. It was not my favorite, and it burned a little bit, but I could have diluted it, but I was a little impatient and naive and didn't understand what I was doing. But every time I would feel that burning, that acid coming up, I would just have my bottle and I would flip my finger and I rub it there. And the first week or two, I was doing it all the time. It was like every 10 to 30 minutes sometimes that I would put that on there. But within about 3.5 or 4 weeks of applying that blend, every time I felt that burn, I didn't have the burn anymore. I wasn't having acid reflux issues anymore. And I was blown away. I was like, what happened? Like, why don't I need this anymore? And I was just happy that I had found a natural option to use instead of the medications that I had been using, because the prescription medication that they had put me on for my acid reflux was I had to go in for regular tests to check I believe it was my kidney function. And I didn't feel great about that. And so I was happy to find a natural thing. But when I realized that it had actually allowed my body to correct itself and heal itself, that's when I really knew that there was something special in these little brown bottles. And that was 7 years ago. And it really has been such a blessing from that recognition of how different these respond in our bodies than what I was used to, which was medication and Western medicine. I knew I had to tell people. I knew I had to share. I knew I had to learn more. And I knew that it was my responsibility to make sure that as many people as I could connect to knew that they had other viable options out there. So DIgestzen really was my baby. It was what showed me that these oils were special and different. Now, this is a blend of ginger, peppermint, caraway, coriander, anise, tarragon, and fennel. And it really has kind of a black licorice scent. It's not my personal favorite, but now I have kind of a little special place in my heart for it, because that smell to me, it means relief. I know that I'm going to get relief when I use that. Now, again, we can use this DIgestzen for anything in our digestive tract, from feeling reflux in our throat, all the way down our esophagus, all the way into our stomach, our small intestines, our large intestines. So whether stuff is coming up, we have reflux or indigestion, stuff is a little bit sour in our tummy, Maybe we're having some inflammation in our small intestine. Maybe we're having some constipation. Maybe we're having some diarrhea. DIgestzen is able to go in and balance our digestive system. That's why we can use it for all of these different ailments within our digestive tract, because it creates balance. If there's not enough of this thing, it kind of helps it come off. If there's too much of something else, it brings it down. It brings that balance in. And so you can use DIgestzen under your tongue. You can use it in a capsule. You can use it topically on your stomach like I did. It does when I was using it, my body actually responded best to being applied topically. It didn't help as much for me personally to take a capsule with the oils. I tried that because I really didn't like the smell, but I didn't get as much relief. And so for me, topically worked the best. So play around with it. Maybe internally will work the best for you. Maybe topically will work the best for you. So just play around with it. I now love to, here, let me stop my share again. I love the soft gels for just occasionally when maybe I've eaten too much or I've eaten cruddy foods that are going to cause some indigestion to anyone. I love the DIgestzen soft gels. It's, I believe, 2 to 3 drops of DIgestzen. And again, like the DDR Prime, it's in a little soft gel. It's super easy to swallow down. You can even use these on dogs that have an upset stomach. Sometimes they get into stuff, right? Just stick them in, with their piece of cheese or in their dog food, and it goes right down and they feel a lot better. So we love our DIgestzen soft gels. They help so much. So gas, bloating, indigestion, constipation, diarrhea, it's great. Now for nausea, I would recommend, like this can work great. I recommend doing it topically if you have nausea. Any essential oil is not fun to throw up. So anytime you're feeling nauseated, I do not recommend taking in oils internally, just because throwing them up is no bueno. Not fun at all. And so definitely put it on topically over your stomach. Put it where it hurts. You can even just put this in a cup of water or a shot glass and sip it down. I'm not a personal fan of the flavor, so that's not my favorite method. But if that's what you like, go for it. This is an oil that I would recommend diluting. It is, because of the peppermint, it can be a little irritating to some skin. So I do recommend diluting this oil if you are going to be using it topically. So the soft gels, again, these are the same oil blend. They are fabulous. They're easy to use. This is something that I definitely take when I'm traveling, because upset stomachs always seem to happen when we're traveling. And it just keeps our digestive system going and moving just as it should. So emotionally, this is the oil of digestion. Now, not digesting food necessarily, but digesting information and experiences. Sometimes we get so overwhelmed that we have a hard time breaking down what we are experiencing, what we're witnessing, what we're going through into digestible parts. And so we either paralyze, we freeze and we paralyze, or we avoid. And so what DIgestzen does is it helps you break down what will work, what will help you break it down in parts that you can digest and that you can understand. And so when we get overloaded or overfed with these experiences, it really can be hard. And so DIgestzen really helps you. And that was a lot of my indigestion and reflux that I was having had emotional roots. And so that's another reason that DIgestzen was so helpful. It helps me digest those experiences. So this can be a very powerful emotional healer for those that might have a loss of appetite for food or for life. They're not able to assimilate new information or experiences easily, or they feel overstimulated at times. Now, the last thing of our DIgestzen family, actually second to last, is our Digest tabs. These are a more natural alternative to like Tums or Rolaids. This is with calcium bicarbonate, and it has the essential oils infused in the tablets. Now, if you don't like the DIgestzen flavor, these are going to be tough for you to get down. Now, I will tell you, they work, and they work fast. So these are really, for me, they are my emergency, like, okay, I need relief and I need it now. This is what you need. This is not something that you would want to take on an all the time basis, because there are health implications that happen when we have too much calcium bicarbonate in our systems and we're constantly neutralizing stomach acid. But this really can help bring that instant relief, help soothe that stomach, and just help you feel a lot better. So this is a great option to have on. This is a chewable tablet. You can also suck on it, but I would recommend just chewing it, getting it down, and it really does provide a lot of relief. The next DIgestzen, I'm gonna actually stop our share here, comes in the touch roller bottle. And so the touch roller bottles are great because they are already pre-diluted. They have a nice, actually this is an older roller bottle. I'm trying to see if I've got a newer one here. Hold on, let's see what I've got. Newer top, yeah, okay. So the newer tops are gonna look like this. It's a nice metal roller bottle top. And the DIgestzen Touch Roller is already pre-diluted. So this is awesome to have. We actually keep one in my purse for any time we're out and we just need some digestive relief. We can rub it right on. It's already diluted, it's easy to use, and it's fabulous like for the kids and for you. So we love the DIgestzen Touch Roller. So that is the last thing in the DIgestzen family. Now, all these oils help and they help soothe those imbalances, but there are certain things in our digestive tract that we all need. So I know I shared about these a month or two ago when I started these, but I really wanted to come back and emphasize the importance of probiotics and digestive enzymes in our daily lives. So many of our ailments are because we don't have enough enzymes or we don't have enough friendly flora in our gut, which are the friendly bacteria, friendly fungi that we should have in our gut, but we don't because we've taken antibiotics, we've taken steroids, we eat processed foods, we have been on birth control if we're women. There's a lot of different things that can affect our gut flora. And PB Assist is such a fabulous one. You can see on the picture here that it is a nice double capsule. So you've got a little green capsule inside of the clear capsule. And the outer capsule is the prebiotic to actually feed the probiotic. And the green one is actually going to get released in our small intestine. And that's where we want the growth to happen. That's where we want the bacterial growth to happen because in our stomach, it's hydrochloric acid. It's going to be killing everything off. And so with that double encapsulation, we get more of the good bacteria where it's supposed to be in our intestinal tract. And because we can get it there, it's targeted, it's going to be more effective. And I would recommend taking at least one a day. I find in my health coaching practicing that most people need 2 a day. So this is something definitely have on hand, take on a regular basis, because if we don't have the good bacteria in our gut, our brain health is going to suffer, our digestive tract is going to suffer, our immune health is going to suffer, our hormonal health is going to suffer. And so having that good bacteria in our gut is so, so, so vital. And most of us are not drinking a bunch of kombucha and having fermented foods where we would normally get the probiotics. So I would say the majority of us need a probiotic at least once a day, twice a day if we can hack it, because it's that much better for us. Now, not everybody can take the pills. I will say that if you do have a PB Assist and you're not able to swallow it, you can actually chew that. It has a very sweet flavor to it, and you can just chew it down like that. I've had several, before we had the PB Assist Junior, I've had several clients that their kids needed the probiotic. They just chewed it down. It had a sweet flavor, and it was good to go. So that's another option to do for sure. Now, PB Assist Junior is a fabulous, fabulous supplement. It has the same concept. It has the double encapsulation, but it's in the micro form in this powder that is, it's a strawberry melon flavor. They literally taste like pixie sticks. They are sugar-free. It's with, I think, erythritol, but it's a alcohol-based sweetener, or alcohol-derived sweetener, sorry. And it really tastes like pixie sticks. So you take a little sachet, and that's the same as taking one of the pills. And so this is great for kids. This is great for adults who don't like to take pills, or adults who like to have a little bit more fun to get their probiotics. But this is just a great, great delivery method that can be super helpful. Now, I do want to tell you a little hack that I saw online the other day. So they were, and this kind of will lead into our TerraZyme, our enzymes. So a lot of times the kids don't want to take their enzymes, or maybe they're not able to take the pill yet. Now, so what one mom did is she actually took a PB Assist Junior and she poured out half in like a little dish, and then she opened a TerraZyme and put half of it in the little sachet packet, shook it up, and the kid took it without didn't know any different. And so that can be a great way for you to help get enzymes into your kids. And now we're going to talk about this TerraZyme so you know why we need these enzymes. So enzymes are things that help break down proteins in our body. They break down foods. They break down things that our body can actually use into pieces that our body can use. It helps our body absorb nutrients more effectively. It helps get all the gunk that's on the buildup within our digestive tract. It helps us eliminate that. It helps our body not be bloated and process stuff just easier. You know, if you've got some lactose issues, or you might have some gluten issues, this is a great thing to have to help break those foods down more on an easier way for your stomach to process. So this is something that comes up all the time in my client sessions. People are enzyme deficient, and our body does make some natural digestive enzymes. Some of us make more than others, but as we age, our body makes less and less and less enzymes. And so we really do need to supplement. So I would recommend starting now, if you don't have any food sensitivities or that you're aware of, I would recommend 1 in the morning, 1 at night. And then if you have, like for me, I know if I have anything with soy or a lot of dairy, I will get a headache. And so I can load up on the TerraZyme to help my body break that down better, so I don't have the headache side effect from indulging in things that my body doesn't necessarily agree with. So this has 10 different types of enzymes in it, which is super important. It has a tummy tamer blend that is just going to help soothe your stomach, and it's safe and effective, and you can really fluctuate the dosage to see what fits best for you. Some people that I know take 2 capsules 3 times a day. They take it with every meal, and that works great for them. I know some people that just take 1 a day, and that's beneficial for them. Most people take 1 to 3 a day. So just keep that in mind as you are looking at incorporating the enzymes into your supplement regimen. This is going to help the vitamins that you're taking in the Lifelong Vitality Pack be absorbed better and used better, so that you're able to, there we go. It actually helps your body absorb and use those nutrients that you're introducing into a better way. So I hope that this has been beneficial for you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to learn some more, so that you can make better choices in your life, and that you can empower yourself and empower those that you love. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon.